Hello. Hello, hello. There's no loading screen today because I didn't want to have to deal with that. So instead, I'll just like jabberjaw for like a minute while I wait for people to wander on in and join the stream. If you're watching the VOD, well, congratulations. You're watching the VOD. And you got to see the part that most people probably didn't care about. The opening seconds of the stream. Checking in on chat today is going to be complicated because I've got like the way my screen is set up. I'll have to like click on OBS to check out chat rather than just have it always be there, like to the side that I can glance at. So here's hoping I don't forget about you guys. I'm also, and I'll mention this again later, I'm sure, but I'm also going to be sounding a little bit distant. Like, physically distant, not like emotionally. It's because I'm further away from the mic. It's because between me and the mic today is the art tablet, so I can't be right up on the mic like how I usually am. I'll even turn up my kind of dealio. So yeah, there we go. Microphone. It's me. Also, I feel like there's not going to be any background music today. No BGM, because I didn't want to have to deal with that, because you all know that I'm incompetent. And so, if my background music is just like a track that I play on my computer that I have downloaded, and at best, hello, howdy. At best, they're like 5 minutes long, and then I have to like start the song over myself. Because again, I'm incompetent, and I don't want to have to deal with that. I want to be able to focus on the art. So, hello, hello, howdy, welcome everybody. Let me widen my little window here for chat so you guys aren't all crunched. Okay, great. So cool. Now that I've finished explaining everything, now we can begin. Now that, because nobody heard it. My day has been good. How about you, Zero? I know you watched the new Spider-Man movie. Hope you're excited. Hope you're, no, yeah, not Utah. We're not drawing the state Utah. I don't even know how one would. I couldn't tell you what. Isn't it? It's like a square, right? Welcome, howdy, welcome in, welcome in. All right, first we're gonna do a little test run. Make sure you all can see what I'm doing, and you all can hear me. Here's a little test run for us. This is a pretty weird ratio for my canvas. I don't usually operate in this kind of aspect ratio. Usually I work with more of like a straight up square than a deep rectangle like this. But I'm doing a thing. I'll explain it once we our test run is over. Yeah, this is just me making sure that you guys can see me, see what I'm doing. We won't be saving this. That, in a nutshell, is how I do my art. You all just watched it happen. All right, and you all saw that, right? It looked good. Everything was swell and good. Cute, can't see perfectly. Excellent. Where's Doug? We can have Doug join. Why not? Hey, Doug. There we go. We got Doug on deck today. Crystal clear, Captain. Excellent. Capitan, excuse me. And was I too quiet? I can speak up. I can always speak up. Keep it. It's nice. All right, yeah, we'll keep that. It's crazy to see artists do their thing in the moment because y'all move fast. That was just a quick little thing. Hello, Doug. Hi, Gemini. Hello, #1 fan. I'm pretty good. Oh yeah, we'll keep this, I suppose, since you all like it. But we'll keep it over there. Let's begin. Oh, I should explain what I'm doing. So I'm making a music video for Unknown Mother Goose. I've got 5 Utaus singing. I've got Aiki, this is all the only image we have of him. We got Killy, Rasetan, Ruko, and Shu. And I'm drawing all of them so I can put visuals to a music video. And that's the Plicity plan today. Gemini, you move slow when doing art. I think the speed comes in waves, doesn't it? You know? What's the song? Unknown Mother Goose. That is the song. You all can look it up. I haven't made the, like, I'll be posting it to Patreon eventually. And patrons can, that's too big. Patrons can give a listen-y-do. Yeah. To the song. And I've mentioned this previously, but I'm thinking about having, starting to make my covers and stuff slowly make their way to becoming available to the public as well. Because currently they're all just available for patrons to listen to. But yeah, thinking about making them steadily and slowly releasing them so everyone can hear as well. But yeah, if you're on Patreon, it'll be flying your way. More extreme. Flying your way in the not too distant future. I've got it set up so that you all can see the brushes that I'm using as well. So, because I don't know about you guys, but I know that as an artist, I always want to know what brushes people are using. So, yeah. We're starting with Aiki. He's got... I know what I want to do with him, so we're starting with the little boy. What's the song? Weeb shit. Got it, lol. Yeah. I agree. I think it's interesting, right? It's fun. And I'll kind of keep you guys all in the loop with what I'm doing as we move forward. So yeah, as you can see, this is obviously the rough that I'm doing. Is that kind of a weird angle here? And like I was saying, speed comes in waves. No, I want this like up more, and then that will like to be yeah. Speed comes in waves, and I think in this phase of art, being quick and loose is optimum. You want to be able to... No, actually. How do I want his legs? I'm thinking. Okay. You want to be quick and loose, because you can slow down when you're dealing with the details. Right now, what we're doing is we're putting down, broad strokes, literally. There we go. That's what I want to do, but at a smaller... Boop, boop, boop. His head's also too big. Literally, broad strokes. If you can have it vaguely look like what you're doing at first, then you can get those details in with confidence. If you start in going, like, being really precious with your rough draft, I mean, it's doable, but, personally, I feel it'll just have you caught up in the long run. If you're too precious with your rough draft, then you won't want to change anything. And if you don't want to change anything, then you're gonna be stuck working with like proportions or stuff that you're not happy with. So yeah, you gotta be rough at first. That's what I say. Putting down roots, exactly. I used to do that when I did 3D modeling. I was too focused on tiny details on round one. 3D modeling seems impossible to me. It'd be fascinating to see it come back to it, Zero. Cause who knows? You might have magically gotten better in the short amount of time. We're gonna rotate him. In the short amount of time. That you since you did it last. Kind of like when I did ceramics, and then. I got back into ceramics like 2 years later, and without doing any ceramics between time 1 and time 2. Hang on, this head is still too big. I just magically, like, got better at ceramics. There we go. And then, actually, I want to continue to fanoodle it around. I want to squish you. Don't be afraid to use the tools at hand. They're there for a reason. It's not cheating. Okay. That's a head we can work with. Alright. Now, okay, so Aiki's interesting because this is all we have for him. We don't have any, like, bigger image to represent the character, so I basically get to come up with whatever I want. I'm gonna be changing their clothes anyway, yeah, Aiki is a fascinating one, in my humble opinion, because he's just a face. Texturing was never my thing. Dude, texturing is always the hardest, I think. No matter what the medium. Are you painting? Are you illustrating? Are you working with clay? Are you working with 3D modeling? Texture's always hard. The heads are always too big or too small and never just right. Who we drawing? Utaus. This one is Aiki. Basically, you guys probably won't know any of these characters except for maybe Shu. Shu has a good couple of popular covers. Ruko is definitely the most popular of the Utau. But generally they're just anime boys that you probably don't know. So, Aiki's hair is really in his face. He's got a bit of a general kind of look to him. A general kind of, like, anime protagonist. His messy hair. That might be too far out. Well, maybe not. His bangs are really in his face. This is the second round of rough sketchery. I'll be doing a third layer with the line art to make it all look pretty and put together. So we're still it looks like he has an earring here. Can you see? There's like a tiny purple, and we'll keep that in. His hair is kind of covering his ears a lot though. Okay. Yeah, line art. I don't always make pretty line art. Sometimes I just like to roll with the rough sketch that I have. You just do whatever you want to do. There are no rules to art. Man, his hair feels like it's only barely being kind of contained. Alright. That's great. I want him to feel young. Gotta give him young eyes. We're also gonna be working with young eyes. Okay. A pretty limited color palette. The way how I want it to be is I want it to be in like grayscale, but then with only one color on them. So, yeah, that'll be really fun. I don't know if I'll be shading this. We'll see. What kind of character is this random face? I don't know any of these characters. What is Utau? Okay. Well, I'll explain that. I'll explain that while I draw. So Utaus they're like Vocaloids but free. It's a free Vocaloid-esque software where they're voice banks that you can make music with. That's what Utaus are. Not quite like that. There we go. And in general, if you ask what their character is like, the answer will probably be it's complicated. Cause kind of like how Hatsune Miku, she doesn't have just like one kind of character. Across all of her songs, she can have a couple different kind of vibes to her. Sometimes she's more sexy, and sometimes she's pure, and yada yada yada, that kind of stuff. So the personality of Utaus are similarly like kind of whatever you want them to be in a way, if you know what I'm saying. So yeah, they might have some lore to them. Hang on, let me make this sleeve look good. Okay. They might have some lore to them, but nothing needs to be followed as a music producer. My blue is really dark. Okay. You can basically do whatever you want. I like to think that Aiki here is just kind of, he's, I'd describe him as a little bit on the shyer side, but he's got a powerful voice. Definitely protagonist energy, but he's not, like, in a story. You know what I'm saying? Alright. How do I want? Do I want a shirt untucked? I do. Okay. Figuring out clothes is fun, because it's like a little puzzle. Clothes crinkle where the body bends. If there is movement, then there are crinklies in the shirt. That's my tip. That's my flamin' hot tip about drawing wrinkles in your shirts. And that's true for all parts of an outfit. Is like, there will be crinkles at the thighs. Yeah, thighs tend to move a lot. So, yeah. Is that arm too long? Let's flip the canvas. Hang on, let me save. So, now it's a pretty long arm. Do I care? No, I just want the other one to also be long. Hang on, I'll look at you guys in a second. Oh shit, that was wrong. There we go. Okay. And no, I shouldn't be able to see it from the back. Or maybe I should. I'll leave it like that for now. Okay, what are you guys saying? Gotta check in with the children. What? I look at chat and you're talking about pizza. Oh. Does somebody not know who Hatsune Miku is? Google her. You've definitely at least perceived her. If you've watched any of my Project Sekai videos, she's the one with the long teal pigtails. Hi, Vincent. Alright, great. Things are going swimmingly. Thighs or rather legs in general, are never really my favorite part. I'm also planning on cropping these pretty drastically, so I'm not too worried about making the legs look super duper. So yeah, I wanted to like have a whole kind of illustration to work with, and I'll be cropping the image. So kind of around like a kind of like this sort of croppage. So the legs really don't matter too much, but I'm incorporating them just in cases. All right, cool, great. And now this means I can do his line art. And I'll actually mark line art. I don't label my sketch layers, but line art I can do. Sure hope that isn't Vincent misbehaving. I think he's just going into my bathroom. Nothing too special for him in there. Personally, I like to think of the sketch layer as a heavy suggestion, not a law. You don't have to follow it, is what I'm saying. So, like, if you find yourself doing, like, being like, no, I need to get this exactly. That's, if that's fine if that works for you, especially if, like, some things really require a specific kind of angle to your pen, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with being concerned about getting a line exactly how you want it to be. But also, I'm gonna say, don't let yourself feel like you aren't allowed to deviate a little bit as you move forward with your artwork. Cute. Okay. Cause yeah, you don't want to stifle your creativity. If your hand wants to do something else, then maybe let your hand do its job. You know what I'm saying? Probably not. There we go. Great. It's a big ass head. All right, cool, awesome, good. Hi, Vincent. What you doing? Misbehaving? He goes, no, Mama. I'm not misbehaving. But it was a lie. He was misbehaving. Don't walk away from me. Okay, what he did, fun fact, is he walked away from me as I was talking about him, walked into my bathroom, and then started yelling. Fun fact about art. Word on the street is that doing art in a group supplements creativity. So basically, try to draw with your friends if you can. And that's what I can be. If you don't have any friends, I can be the friends you draw with. On a theoretical. I like to think of the sketch layer as the whole thing. Yeah, Allison works like a psychopath. Allison will just like go, I'm gonna make a masterpiece, and then just go in like final layers starting off. More like guidelines than actual rules. Hector Barbosa, Twiins Inc. Is that his name? Barbosa. Yeah, in a parasocial way. Man, his Hector is a lot less cool of a pirate name than Barbosa. How did we end up feeling about this elbow over here? I feel like I don't like it, so I'm not going to incorporate it. Do you like how I asked for your opinion and then disregarded everything you had to say? That's how you know I'm a real artist. Great. Hands are hard. They will always be hard. You could be drawing for the Louvre. You could be repainting the Sistine Chapel because everyone likes your art so much. You'll be doing it for years, and people will still be like, what's the hardest part about doing art? And the answer will still be hands. Hands are hard. Vehicles are hard. Cities are hard. Babies are very difficult to draw. It's because their proportions aren't real. That's the thing. Babies are just like... They're not real. Whoops. Guns are another hard one. They're so complicated. That's not how a shoe works. There we go. Vincent, you had better not be misbehaving in there. I'm hearing an awful lot of ruckusing happening in my bathroom. Hang on. Let me go check on my little stupid boy. Let you all perceive the line art. I can come back and you all can tell me what looks wrong. I'll be right back, hang on. Okay, I'm back. Now I gotta get all my things all situated again. Yeah, this is me reconfiguring. I gotta get back into position. There we go. Dude, Bizarre Renaissance proportions are pretty amazing in their own special way. They're such like they have such shitpost energy. All right. Whoops. Okay. Great. Cool. Line art is done. Time to do color. So I'm actually going to make a layer like this. And then this will be him. I've got the green in the background so I can see what I'm doing. Because don't forget, I want to work with black and white here. So I can't color in him white if the background's white, because I won't be able to see what I'm doing. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah. I kind of wander between having all of my colors on one layer. Sometimes I'll separate them. I'll have skin on one layer, hair on another layer, clothes on another layer. But since working so much on comics, just having all of a color, all the colors basically on one layer is just easier for me. Half the time they end up doing that anyway. Like if I go in being like, and then I'll separate the layers so it'll be easier later. I'll just forget and I'll just end up coloring in half the shit on one layer anyway. So it's just easier this way. I think we're going to incorporate one more color here. We've got black and white. Do we want to add a gray? That's what I'm asking. Like a medium color. Because Yuki's hair is kind of a mediumly brown anyway. Is that what we want to roll with? Or do we want to make the hair white? No, I think I do want a third color option here. We're gonna make his earring dark though. Nice. And then his eye is gonna be the one piece of him that's got color. That's what we're doing. Do I want to add a tie? I'll think about it. That's a nice shade of blue, but it's not the shade of blue I want. You may have noticed I try to pull colors if I can. So it's not too applicable since I'm working in grayscale today. But I would go in and I would pull his skin tone so I could color him in. And then I'd pull a color from his hair so I could color that in. I always prefer to have a referenced color pulled directly from something over just like guessing and kind of, doing it by eye. Gray is great. That's a pun, but I think the hair should be darker. You agree? That was hang on. I think the hair... That's pretty in the middle. You want to go even darker? Or are you saying, like, the black? I want these to be the colors across all four of them. So... it's either we just make the dark gray even darker for everybody, or are you saying you think his hair should be black? Backseating Lamau. Just a smidgen darker. Well, okay. Let's take a look at that then. Don't forget we're on our green background. So let me this is what it will look like for him. There we go. That's what we're kind of rolling with. What say you? Yeah. But do when you want also. Alright, this seems great. Let's do some simple shading. I don't want a whole lot of shading. Make it 70. Okay. Yeah, I don't want a ton of shading. But I'm thinking a little bit of something. Or do I want a ton of shading? What a question. Hang on. If I do a ton of shading for one of them, I have to do it for all of them. That's too high. Oh, hang on. His hair's bleeding. Okay. Hang on. I'm thinking. We're doing a think. No, I want simple shading. Okay. We had the thought, don't worry. You think the intense pure black shading would look nice? Perhaps. I'll start with a lowered opacity for the shading. And see how I feel with just straight up black afterwards. Oh, I forgot to color in his mouth. Okay, there we go. And a little bit there. Just some simple shadows. Oops, wrong way. We're fine. Hang on. I'm focusing. Shading is when I will get the most quiet. Because it requires the most thought. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know. You're all smart. You're smart little cookies. I need to get the sleeve, the crook of the elbow, palm of the hand. Not that much. That's too much. Palm of the hand. Nice. I'm not too worried about shading his pants because they're black. No one's gonna be able to see it. Alright, that looks pretty solid. Let's see how it looks with 100% opacity. That's not terrible. Versus the 50%. I think I like the 50%, personally. I'm actually not smart and I take offense to the suggestion. I'm working on a VTuber model. Wowee! That sounds super exciting. Like, are you gonna, like, rig it and everything? That's magic. I tried. I really did. I was like, I wonder if I could do that. And, I couldn't. It was too hard. So, you could sell commissions doing that. Make good money. And then I'm going to, zhuzh up his eye. More saturation. Actually, we'll just make the eye shade on a different layer. What the fuck? Oh, I went back to the previous layer. I was like, why are you still so dang unsaturated? Alright, alright. Is that what I want? Yeah, and then... Now that's an anime eye right there. Is that too anime? Is there too much going on with the eye? Yeah, I'm rigging it. Wow, wow! Oh, you have one! Wow! I'll have to check it out, Gemini. It sounds exciting. Eye is precious. It could be 30% more anime. Yeah, do you know how it could be more anime? I'll show you. I'll show you right now. How do you make this more anime? You add shine. You add that line. Right there. And then above your line art, you do this. That's how you make it more anime. I'm gonna delete all that, but no. There we go. Yeah, let's get rid of that layer. Okay, great. Oops, whoops. Hello, howdy, welcome. Perfect. Alright, great. That's one boy done. Awesome. Way to go, us. Let me just clean up his colors a little bit. Because he's got some... Did you see me just pull straight up white from my reference as opposed to just fucking get white from my color wheel? Like an idiot. Just tidying up these corners a little bit. I'm gonna do all of them on this one canvas. Because I want them all to be like a similar sort of size to each other. And then yeah, in post, I'll save them all as their own special little dingle dang thing. So hooray! That's a boy right there. Now let's get rid of him. We'll make ourselves a little layer or group. You can't see because I don't have that side of the screen visible. It felt less important for you to see my layers. So great. There's one fella. Whoops, that's the wrong. Okay, cool. And now we do the next boy. Oh, that's the wrong thing too. Okay. Me not labeling all my layers. Coming back to bite me in the ass. I do like shine though. Shine can be real fancy. Okay, next up, we're going to do... we did you, so we can get rid of him. Okay. We're gonna do Killy. Gonna do Killy next, because I know what I want to do with him. So first I'll just kind of get a similar head size. But he's going to be... There we go. And now let's go away. Alright. Scoot him over, because he's over here. And it's got a complicated angle, because I'm stupid. I had to be like, oh, it'd be cool if he was looking up at you. Alright. The mangaka for Chainsaw Man has said that he wishes he had done an anatomy class while he was at school. He instead, I think, did a landscape painting one or something. And bro, he's just like me for real, for real. I sometimes, I do sit there and think I need to work on my anatomy more. I have tried studying anatomy. I've tried like doing, you know, anatomy like illustrations and shit. What do I want to do with his legs? No. That one's up. Yes. And this one's doing something, I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I've done some kind of anatomy practice like on my own. But yeah, it's something that I do wish I had kind of studied beforehand. But also, I spend a lot of my time being like, I wish I was better at art before I even got to college, which is counterproductive. But I look at what I make now and I look at what I presented to my classmates, and it's like, bro, man, that was embarrassing. I'm so much better now. That's a thin ass leg. I want him to have slightly thicker legs. He's a thickish boy. Nice, and then having the human body interact with itself is hard. Alright, alright. I never like seeing videos recommended to me that are like, never do this with your art. And fucking YouTube recommends them so often. YouTube will be like, you're an artist, so you want to see this, right? And it's like, no, I don't want to see some chode think that they know how to do art, how I ought to do art better than I think I already can. That's not what I want that arm to do anyway. There are no rules. I've mentioned it before. Just do whatever is best for you. And it's like, don't ever do this. Well, how about you fuck yourself? How about you don't ever do that? Cause what doesn't work for one person might work for somebody else. And that's all I have to say about that. I can't let myself go on this tirade for the trillionth time. Alright, great. There's a rough sketch for Killy there. It's okay, Twiins. When I asked my artist friend what she thinks of something I drew, she told me, your anatomy is garbage, and gave me a lengthy explanation of why it sucks. Yeah, okay, is she an artist, though? Because not artists don't get it. Not artists think that only realism is good, unless if it's already a popular thing. You know, like, oh, I love, Jack Skellington and, you know, things made by that guy, whatever his name is, Tim Burton. I love Tim Burton. Tim Burton is so good. Oh, you did say my artist friend, didn't you? Oh. Well, sometimes that's what I'm saying, is that realism isn't always the way to go, and sometimes fuck off. I learned more how to draw from my animation class than I ever did from my drawing class. Having to animate and do things over and over quickly is a good way to force yourself to learn, for sure. I'm self-taught, so it hurts a little, but she told me beforehand that what she said, I probably wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't like it. Sometimes that is rough, and I'm also predominantly self-taught. I actually, when I was a lot younger, I had Critter teach me a little bit, because I liked how Critter was drawing better than I liked how I myself was drawing. Oh, my headphones. I was whipping my head around trying to see Vincent. But yeah, I was like, Critter, show me how you draw. So but yeah, it's basically self-taught, isn't it? And okay. All right. And it can be hard being self-taught. Because sometimes it would be nice to have somebody there to explain to you what to do. I don't want to keep this hat that Killy has. So, that's what I'm thinking about. She went to art school and graduated as an artist, so it feels accurate. Well, and that was the second part of what I was going to say, is that sometimes you need to be told something isn't working right. And it's never easy. It's never fun. And not for anybody involved either. Like, no one's like, oh boy, I love telling my friend that they need to work on something, you know? And no one likes to hear it. No one likes to hear, hey, this isn't that good, especially when it comes to art. 'Cause art is really intimate. There we go. You know, and so it really does suck to be on both ends of that. If you learned from what you said, then perfect and good, because that is the best way that you're going to learn, well, hopefully you kind of figure these things out yourself, like, oh hey, my whatever it is isn't looking right, And this is everybody, not just Gemini. But yeah, hopefully you figure it out yourself that something isn't working right. But sometimes you do need someone to be like, hey, you need to work on thing. And there's no easy way to say it, and there's no easy way to listen to it, unfortunately. But sometimes it's just gotta happen, and it's everybody wanting to see their friends improve. So yeah, hopefully, what she said, like, it may have hurt, and that sucks a lot, but hopefully, in the long run, it helped you, uh, helped you grow as an artist. Because that's all we can do. Shit. Noses are the hardest thing to draw. They will always be so difficult. Fuck noses. Just do that and figure that out later. Alright. I want him to look not as... There we go. 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 We're making decisions here. Hang on. Twiins says, there we go, 3 times. Erases everything she just did. His ear. Should be visible. Okay! Now we got a boy. Alright, alright. That's a boy. That's a boy right there. Perfect. Okay. That's a boy with a too big head. Let's bring this shit in a little bit. So yeah, long story short, even though it hurts, sometimes hearing critique is important as an artist. It's the best way you're gonna grow. Oh my gosh, it's already been 40 minutes? It's the best way you're gonna grow. I'm gonna check in with you guys in just a second. I'm in the zone. The auto zone. Killy's got some wide ass shoulders, and it's how I want it to be. He's got the deepest voice of my boys, so him having kind of a wide... I want, like... Yes. Okay, him being wide kind of just feels right in my head. Alright, I'm actually gonna check in on you guys now. What are you saying? Still break a rib here and there. Oh, being more mindful about anatomy, yeah. And that's the other thing. Anatomy is always difficult, and sometimes you just gotta be like, fuck it. Noses versus hands. Epic draw battle of history. I feel like noses are easier to fake. I feel like you can bullshit a nose easier than you can bullshit a hand. Hey, listen, breaking a rib is a worthy sacrifice for drip. People in the olden days knew that. So, I want him to have his gloves. And also, I want him to have, like, the sort of, like, undershirt sleeveys. Yes. No. I want the sleeveys to go all the way, and then that will be... Oh, okay, great. I know what I'm doing. It's fine. Is his shirt tucked in? No. His shirt is not tucked in. That's how we're rolling. What a fun little pose I put him in. Have you all have most definitely have seen the shit that's like, oh, how to pose a boy, and like they just stand. They stand stiffly and stupidly, and it's like, nah, fellas can move, can't they? Like, surely they must be able to some degree. Do I want him to be wearing boots? Yes. I want him to be wearing his big ass booties. Nice. And we'll add like the idea of laces. No laces. They're zipper boots. There we go. Okay, great. Making decisions as we go. I'll have to flip the canvas to make sure that this leg situation I got him going on in actually looks right. Again, it won't matter too much. Oh, I didn't do his eyes either, because they intimidated me. Again, the legs don't matter too much, because they won't be all that visible, but at least I hope so. It'd be pretty embarrassing if my framing actually kind of ended up being like that, and you can see their jank-ass legs, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Well, that ain't bad. I need to make the further away arm thicker. But just a little bit. Thicker. Okay, great. I'll get his other leg in here. It's like mid-calf. Alright, alright. This is fun. I'm having a grand old time. It's just me really just jabberjawing. Effectively a just chatting stream, but with extra steps if I want to stand. That's great. What a pose. Alright, alright. Now let's get his eyes as well. I want him to be a little bit intimidating. Oh, he's got red eyes. How fun. I'm going to be changing those to purple. Because they're going to be color-coded. Clearly. Hence the whole color scheme thing I've got going on. And Shu is going to have this orangey color already. And so Killy is going to switch to purple. That's the plan. Only watch to art videos if I need help with a specific thing. Yeah, sometimes it definitely helps to be like, how do I do this? Is he gonna be sitting on something? No, they're gonna be all just flying in space. Just flying around in space. Like angels. A just chatting stream with 240% more productivity. It'll also be really fun for me to go back and look at the VOD, because I'll be able to actually see what you guys say. Because I can only check in every now and then. While I'm working. And so you guys are in a prime situation where you can make fun of me, and there's nothing I can do about it. There we go. That's a man right there. All right. Yes. Okay, great. Now let's do his line art. This isn't even taking me much longer than it would have, like, if I wasn't streaming. Really, you guys are affecting my workflow 0%. So that's swell. Hair had always been complicated for me. I always liked anime hair, but I never really knew how to approach it. You know, trying to like figure out like how to draw it right. I used to draw hair a lot more like kind of like Western cartoons. Think of things like Danny Phantom or Fairly Odd Parents, where hair is always kind of facing one direction. You see what I'm saying? And then I feel like just suddenly I figured out how to draw hair. Do I want to do that? No, I don't. I'll do that with the shading. You know what really helped was figuring out how anime girls tend to style their hair. I think I figured that out while looking at fan art for Hololive. Because, you know, they're all VTubers and most of them are girls. At least in Hololive, they're all girls. And I realized how it was like chibis of them. And this included the Japanese ones. And that was when I realized how often anime hair is some bangs in the center and then separated to the side. I will show you what I mean. So, anime hair, you have a head, and you have some kind of bangs, and then shit to the side. Sometimes the bangs in the center are like, like that instead. Sometimes the shit to the side is like cute short shits, and then like, they have long hair in the back. That is how you do anime hair. And just seeing that, it was like my third eye opened. I could see everything suddenly. I'm gonna check in on you guys in just a second. Hang on. I'm doing the most important part. It's the chest. Man, I really fucking crushed it with these crinkly lines. If you're not sitting here complimenting yourself as you draw, then you're just not doing it right. Art should be fun. And of course sometimes you end up being like, no, this isn't right. I want it to look a certain way and I'm not getting it and I'm getting frustrated, and that's fine. That is so okay. It's okay to get frustrated. But at the end of the day, art should be fun. And if you're not having fun while doing your art, then I say take a break and come back when you're feeling a little bit better. Sometimes you just need fresh eyes anyway. Sometimes you just need to take a second to be like, this all sucks, I hate everything, this is bad, time for a timeout, so then you can kind of recuperate, and then you can come back and look at the thing that you're struggling with so much, and then you'll be like, oh, wait, I see what I need to do. Or you'll be like, okay, you know what? We're gonna do it this way instead. And that's alright. Alright, what are you guys saying? Twins, I must leave. Well, have fun at work. Make smart choices. Eat your vegetables. Drink your water. This Charlie horse soccer player looks like he needs a nap and an orange slice. Yo, speaking of Charlie horses, I got one the other day. Oh my gosh. It was before work. I wake up and I hadn't even really stretched, but like I extended my leg and I felt it coming and I was like, no. And then it was fucking awful. If you've never had a Charlie horse, these fingers are awfully sharp. Hang on. If you've never had a Charlie horse, then I envy you. It is heinous. It's terrible. Oh, fuck, I've got the hiccups. A Charlie horse is one of the worst things. If I didn't fix the fingers at all, I just made them shorter. I'll just leave them, fuck it. Charlie horses are awful. I wouldn't wish them on my mortal enemies. There's a small part of me that worries, what if I get one in my neck? But until then, I'll just let that be a small worry at the back of my head. Hang on. This arm's looking a little chunky wonky. Not quite right. There we go. That's right. Nice! Look at that boy! Alright. Look at this pose. It's such a, like, dramatic pose as well. And I kind of nailed it first try. Not to toot my own horn. But, yeah, this is one I could have definitely struggled with a lot more than I did, so thank Jesus. Hang on, let me kind of flesh out his shoes. There we go. Okay. Devil's in the details with shoes. If you want people to be like, wow, those are some good shoes, you have to add detailing. It sucks, but it's the truth. You look to Shiro Miwa. If you don't believe me, it's the only way. The sun is going down, and my room is getting dark, and I'm so far away from any light switch. Okay, great. A boy. Hang on, this line's a little thin. Let's thicken that up. There we go. Okay. Wow, he's a lot smaller than Aiki ended up being. Shit, dude. Fuck. That's a problem. That is a nightmare. Uh-oh. What does a Charlie horse feel like? It feels like a muscle has shifted itself across the bone in a way that it's not supposed to be. Okay. Time to fix this problem, because he's way too small. So I'm gonna, now I want to see if that ruined my line art. It's not too bad. Okay, I think we're alright. Thank Jesus. Thank the Lord. Alright, alright. I'm actually gonna make him a little bit bigger as well. He's a tall boy, I believe, so I want him to... Great! Oh wait, that was right, I wanted him to be the same... Hang on. Oh no! Okay. Alright, we'll just shrink him down. And... No. What do I do about this? Alright, we're gonna make him kind of bigger. That's the solution. That's what we gotta do, I suppose. Alright. That's how big he's gonna be. Shrink other boy? Shrinking other boy would be a pain in the ass. Does he have horn cowlicks? Yeah, I did that, by the way, because his hat usually has these, and that felt like a kind of important silhouette to achieve, so just make the hair do that. Nice, nice, that works. Alright, alright, alright. Okay, great. Great, we did it. Crisis fucking averted. Jesus. Okay. Swell. Alright. We'll just turn that on. Now it's time to color. Oops. Okay. Got a white shirt and white skin. Because he's an anime and that's how they always work. Alright, alright. I like how tired I made him. That's good. Alright, and then I can pull the specific shade of black and stuff from... Oops. Okay. Yeah, because he's got dark hair. Gotta get into all the corners. It's a pain in the ass that there's truly nothing that can get into all the little crevices of your hair and shit cleanly. You'll always have to clean up the corners of your art forever and always. But it is what it is. At least I can... Do you know how I used to have to be able to color things in? I would have to line everything. And I have to make it clean. I couldn't go over my line art. I'd have to, like, do all, like, the whole arm. And then, let's pretend I did the whole arm there. And then I could fill that in. That's how I used to have to do all of my art. Hot damn. Holy Lord. The fact that I can just fill bucket things now, my life is better. Cool, great. And then black pants and black shoes. We're gonna have the rim of his glove be the gray. I want them all to have the gray on them in some way, like all three colors, white, black, and gray. So that's what we're doing. And maybe also the zipper on his booty. Oops, wrong him. Okay, okay, great. There we go. Yeah. We'll also add it to the zipper. That sounds good. The zipper that I don't know if anyone will see it. Bloop. Alright. Remember how I was like, yo, this is great, this is amazing, and then I zoomed out and everything became panic? This is why you ought to zoom out more often. So then you can see things before it's too late. Adios, goodbye! I hope I didn't miss you. Have fun, drink your vegetables, eat your water. He looks like me sometimes. Pissy from lack of sleep. Also, I love, like my check for rent, I must bounce now. His black and white color scheme reminds me of Jeff the Killer. Fascinating. You're really showing your age there. I'm gonna go with, I think, that shade of purple. Nice. Cool. Yeah, and then he will end up looking like this. Cool, perfect, awesome. Just like me. Definitely no problems in the middle of that. Let's put him into a folder and then do our next boy. No, I haven't shaded him. I was like, why? How come there's so many fewer layers in this one? Yeah, because I didn't shade him. What did I shade? 48. 48. Okay. Why did I... Alright. Alright, let's add some shading really quick. Oh, I need to lower my opacity. There we go. Gotta get those tired eyes. It's important. Alright, alright. Get the ear. No. None around the hair. That's too much. It's too much detailing. We're keeping it simple. Minimal. Easy. Okay, great. And then also his eye. There we go. Excellent. Now that's a boy. Perfect. Now we can do the next one. Like me refusing to flip my art and then being like, oh no! I'm 21, you mean? Jeff the Killer, it was so popular way back in the day, wasn't he? Perhaps Jeff the Killer is just always popular with younglings. Alright. So let's bring up Aiki's sketch again. Oh, I don't want to name that. Okay. Okay, who am I doing next? I think next I'm going to do... Shu, I think? Yeah, I think I know what I want to do for Shu. So, he's next. A less exciting pose this time around, unfortunately. He's not gonna stay all the way over there. He's kind of facing forward. Or do I want him angled in a way? Yeah, I want him angled in a way. Cool. Great, his head's kind of massive. Let's fix that. Alright. Nice. Let's scoot him over. don't want Shu to be too wide. He's not like a thick boy. I didn't mean for him to be doing like a flippity doodah or whatever, but this is kind of just how it ended up, and this is what it's gonna be. Since I didn't go in with a plan here, I don't know what I'm doing. Hang on. Alright. Sorry, the silence of figuring out what the fuck you're doing with your art. I guess he's doing like a little run. I'll have to make him a little bit bigger as well. How did Aiki end up being so fucking big? I knew this would happen. I knew somebody would end up being huge, and then everything else would be fucked. I just don't understand. That hand's also a little big as well. Let me... Just like a smiglet. Boop. There we go. A very professional terminology, by the way. Smiglet. Yeah, this leg's just too short. What am I doing? And then this one's also not long enough. This one's bent. He's doing a run. That's what I'm thinking. Like a runnity doodah. I don't want this arm to be straight like this. Hang on. How do we feel? How do we feel about this pose? What do you guys think? Google Jeff the Killer, huh? Peaked in trending in 2014. Wow. That simultaneously feels too recent and also too long ago. I still don't understand the Jeff the Killer thing, but I wasn't a connoisseur of memes until I was already in college. Hips don't lie, he got hips. Is this good? Is this A plus on moving forward? That's great. That's what we'll do then. What an angle I chose to draw him at. Okay, hang on. Perfect. Okay. He had complicated hair, if memory serves correctly. Complicated. That's in air quotes. It's just getting this, like, swoopy-doo of his bangs right. That's the complicated part. There we go. Nice. Artiste. His hair's so, like, freeform. So loose. Ruleless, it feels. You're gonna see me going back and forth a lot with him. Oops. Oh, shit. Oh, I closed out a fucking shoe. Hang on. I need to switch screens so you all don't see my files. No, don't open up Reseton again. Okay. Alright, we can fly back. It's not that I have any NSFW things or anything that you guys could see. But rather just, I don't know, probably for the best. I was clicking too frantically. Genuinely, I have them all in a folder called, I think it's called Genshin Bullshit. It was from, a little bit ago. I had made some graphs about Genshin stats, because I was just compelled to do that. And I needed to, like, download the PNGs of all the Genshin characters to do that. And that's the folder I saved the Utau references into. his hair's kind of longer. Nice. There we go. It's a boy. It's a real boy. I want to get his eyes right. Oh, and also I mustn't forget that he has glasses. Okay. Quiet. Concentrating. And then the eye would start there, and then like... Cool, perfect. And I want him to have like a hair tie thing. Right there. Nice. Excellent. I'll put his glasses on another layer to keep things easy for myself. Twiins got How to Get Away From with Murder tabs open. Her big old porn folder right on her desktop. Oh, dude, Gemini, your joke of art number and then like a series of numbers. I cannot understand how people do that. I would go insane. I name all of my things. I couldn't, like, I couldn't do that. There's no way. How deep do I want his... Oh yeah, a deep shirt. We're basically gonna kind of wholesale send it with what he's got going on. Already. I'm gonna change up the collar of his shirt a little bit, but generally... I like his steez. Wow, he really doesn't look right without the glasses. We'll add that, don't worry. Golly, this is an exciting pose. Do we want the suspenders YN? I do like suspenders. So, I'm leaning towards Y. Allison, by the way, if you get hungry, feel free to just eat dinner. That's fine. You don't need to wait for me. Hang on. Let me look at the other kids we got. Okay. I was looking at their sleeves, in case you were wondering. This one's like, yeah. Golly, she looks like a protagonist as well. It's just the vibe, I think. I think I'm just good at drawing protagonists. I'm pretty hungry, but I'm also having fun playing Zelda. Tough call. Not a pose I see him in since, again, he gives off fuckboy energy to me. What gives him... Just eat Zelda. What gives him fuckboy energy? Says you. What say you? Hang on. Let me also scroll up a little bit. Alright, okay, yeah. But yeah, I'm curious to... Is it just him looking up like this? Is that what gives him fuckboy energy? Or is it like the style of his hair? I think we're not gonna go with the suspenders. I think there'd be kind of too much going on. Somebody else might get them instead, though. Oh yeah, I was gonna say that, Shu actually kind of feels like the main character of my sort of Utau quest. Like, with the boys, at least. Fuck. Why did I pick such a complex pose? Okay. Yeah, and I think it's because, Allison told me that, she liked how he sounded the best, in one of the songs I had done. So, I guess that put him in my head as being the important one. Hang on. Hang on, I need to, like, think about this leg. Bent knee. And then calf. And it flares out. Because everything is easier if you just hide things under flared pants. Okay. That looks terrible. What do I do? Save me! The knee is 2. Knee should be there. Also, he needs more hip. Fuck my asshole. Oh shit, dude. Okay, we're gonna extend the leg a bit, I think. So it's still, like, up, but... Okay, and then add a knee to the other fucking side, so then it looks normal. Okay, okay. Hot fuck. Karma for how well I did with Killy's pose. No, wait, never mind, you got it, I think. Okay, okay. I realized I am Doug's biggest fan. I haven't drawn him. Yeah, it's true. I don't think I've gotten any kind of Doug fan art. Doug would love it, wouldn't you? Uh-huh. Yeah. But don't feel pressured. Yeah. Draw me if you want, but if not, that's cool too. I don't mind. All right. Figured it out and just, Lord, I hope that I can crop out that leg. Let's add his glasses. They are square glasses. Okay. There we go. Nice. Exciting. Cool. Not too bad, if I do say so myself. I've got a lot of layers happening since I've got so many sketches. What is this layer? Okay, that's the one I just made. Let's make my line art. Boop. Line art time. Go. Hiya! Sorry, I know I got quiet. I was just in the zone. Ain't that how it always is, huh? Oh, that's too thick. I did it again because I got in the zone again. Making sure he had a good face. Illustrating gently. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. It's just, I can't guarantee I'll see them. I'll do my best, though. Just try to ask when I pop in with chat. If you see me stop drawing for a little bit, that's what I'm doing. I'm reading chat. You said extend the leg, and I was like, wait, no. I would have drawn Doug with my Magical Girl May art, but I started it late in the month, and that I felt I didn't have enough time to do so. That's alright, that's alright. Just spam your questions easy. Yeah, like copy and paste and just, ugh. What a nightmare. Is his head too big? I looked away for just long enough. Yes, I think it is. You all were just gonna let me draw this boy with his fucking massive ass dome? There we go. There we go. There we go! That is the biggest thing. Drawing characters at angles and accommodating for how much of the hair like you can see and how the hair works. That's the hard part. Everyone's done it. Everyone's done a thing where you draw a character like kind of at that's wrong at a pretty extreme angle, and you end up with like a face that all looks good, and then like a huge jaw, and then the ear, and it's like no. Everyone, Twin says with confidence. You all have shared the same experiences as me, surely. Of the boys I've illustrated so far, which one is your favorite? I liked Killy a lot, but she was looking pretty solid. No, I don't want both of the kind of collarbones visible. But also, she's got glasses, so that's cheating, isn't it? I've told you all this before, that my neck just snapped. Just cracked it in half. I told my manager that I stream. And so that's what he knows about me. Twiins streams. And he mentions it to other people, like other coworkers. He's like, yeah, she streams. And they're always like, what do you stream? And I'm always like, oh, you know, gameplay, nothing too special. What's hilarious is that my manager describes it as my passion. That's how she creates, is she streams. He just decided this. And I don't really have the heart to tell him that it's like, well, no. Like, I do really like streaming. If I could stream as, like, my full-time job, I'd love to. But my passions is art. My creativity is comics, and I just don't have the heart to tell him. Just let him believe that I'm a little streamer gal. Oh, that was audible. Oh, good, you heard it. You heard the neck snap. It was a pretty deep one, so I'm not too surprised. I liked the one that looks like that one guy from Utau. Yeah, he is a nice manager. He is very encouraging. He's honestly too easy on me. Um, I'll be like, I need to do better with my numbers, and he'll be like, "You're doing great. Don't worry." And I was like, "No, I am worrying because I need to do better." And then he literally, that's what happened today. And then he spent like most of the day being like, "Twiins, okay, don't worry about your numbers." And it's like, that was hours ago. I'm over it now. I ate a granola bar, it's fine. So, yeah. He's real flippinito. It's definitely, it's not like I don't appreciate it, because I've been in the situation before where I had a manager who, like, it's not like she was rude or mean or anything, but she definitely didn't care as much about my feelings when it came to my numbers, and I'd be like, they're not good enough. And she'd be like, yeah, they're not good enough. And then that just makes you feel like even more shit, you know? When in doubt, shoes are just triangles, by the way. Fuck adding details to shoes. Alright. It's a man. A real boy. Okay. Great. Great and cool. What is all this? Oh, those are more sketch layers. I see. Okay. Let me move my C layer down. See as in I can see, I can perceive. This layer is what I'm talking about. Now I can color him in. Hooray! Check in with you guys. See what you're all saying. Boss. Twiins streams. Twiins. I wish I could do an audio version of just the standing around emote there. She's the hardest worker they have, and yet still, it's true. It's true. The other day I was like, I was on my lunch, and then I got bored because I had finished eating and there was nothing happening on Twitter, and I was like, I'm so bored, I'll just go back to work. And one of my managers saw me and was like, eat your lunch? Did you finish lunch? And I was like, I mean, well, yeah, but, you know, and they're like, for the whole 30 minutes? And I'm like, it's been like 20. And he was like, go fucking sit down. Manager's begging you to take breaks. Would you consider yourself a type A or type B personality? I don't know the difference. What makes a type A personality? Oh, oops, that's the wrong one. Is type A like protagonist? I'm a protagonist for sure. R/I am the main character. Zooming in so I can color in his face. Cool. And then let me get my black color from one of the other boys. Great. Alright, alright. That's a legal thing. They can get in trouble if you don't take the whole 30-minute break. Yeah, it's true. Oh, Allison, your tea, I hope it didn't explode. I thought you were drinking it. I didn't see it in the fridge, and so I was like, oh, she must be drinking her tea. Yeah, they like, if they don't let you take a full break, that's a legal problem. And also, like, if you don't take a break for the full amount of time, then they have to pay you for all that time where you weren't taking your break, and they don't want to, like, overpay you, you know? So, I understand. I understand why they get like that. But I was bored, and I didn't want to be on my break anymore. I did that today, too, but they didn't catch me this time. I had too much work to get done. Alright. What color is... So, I'm gonna be changing his color to orange, right? I want him to be orange and Reseton to be yellow. Reseton's PNG is really nice. I like it a lot. Yeah, he's gonna be this yellow, and she was gonna be, like, orange. Great. It's not frozen. You stinker, stinky. I like to think that Allison saying you stinker, stinky is actually Pippin yelling at me. You all know about our new cat. Allison's cat. Overpay me in this economy? Nice. What a handsome man. Hot shit, I am good at drawing boys. Not to toot my own horn, but I am. And then I want his hairpin to be white? No, I want it to be black. Oh, fuck yes. Oh, I'm so good at art. Oh my gosh. No one's ever been better at art than me. Just don't look at his leg. Yes! Alright, this is great. This is super duper splendiferous right here. Hot shit. I'm proud. They're all ghostly white. I mean, I am working in monochrome. So that'll happen. But yeah, they also, you know how anime is. Anime tends to have pretty pale characters. I would either nap or play Switch during those breaks when I was working at Walmart. See, the problem is, I'd be playing Project Sekai, except we don't have Wi-Fi at work. So, I'm trapped. I'm trapped not being able to play. 'Cause, like, my phone kind of refuses to load up Project Sekai while I'm at work. It's a real nightmare. Nose. Oh yeah. Neck. Yes. Sorry. Excited about my good art. That's the thing. I've got actually another song that I've done already that I could post for patrons to listen to. It's Yellow, if you know that one. And I made an MV for it and everything. And I feel like the tuning is only fine. You know, I'm not too impressed with how well I did with tuning the song and everything. But I drew art for it because I made like an MV for that one as well. And I'm like, well, damn. I just want them to be able to see the picture. So yeah, that's if you get yellow, that's why. It'll be because I liked the picture I drew. Shading in wrinkles. Want to get the ones down here too? Alright, alright. Great. Great and cool and good. Da, da, da. Oh, wait, I gotta get his eyes. Gotta... Hang on. I know I got quiet. I'm sorry. Okay. Great. Looks awesome. Oh, let me actually add a little bit of shade to his hair as well. Just in places. Let's convey some fucking depth over here. Nice on. Alright, great, cool. Another one bites the dust. Let me zoom out, and actually we'll make the background his color now. Hell yeah. Oh, fuck. Open up the wrong thing. Shit, dude. Save me. Alright, we're good. There you are. Making mac and cheese and chicken and corn. Okay. What a combo. I'm glad you all heard the Allison throwing around pots and pans. Nothing for you to be sneaky about. Actually, Allison, can you come turn on my light for me? Allison doing the don't be suspicious meme. No. You gotta click the light. No, not that one. This is perfect. What a calamity. I can see! Wow! Alright. Two more boys to go. I need water. Jesus, I'm lightheaded. I'm having a great time. And honestly, setting up for this wasn't even nearly as complicated as I expected to be. Which is great. Okay. Did I name... No, hang on. Let me name a folder. This one was Killy. Don't want to lose them. Now let me name this one. Shoo. If y'all want to hear my favorite... one of my favorite cover producers who uses Vocaloids and Utau, then look up, it'll be so easy to find, a cover of Rolling Girl featuring Shu here. That's who my favorite is. She is so fucking good. I think her name is Celia. She's also a VTuber now, fun fact. Like, she doesn't stream very often, but yeah, she's one of my favorites. She has tons of really excellent covers, so yeah, go listen to all of her shit. She's really good at making Vocaloids and Utaus sound like people, like who can breathe and shit. Okay, next up we're gonna do Reseton. Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing with him. He's another one that's complicated. Do I want the hoodie? No. No, I don't. Okay. Sorry, I was thinking. I had a moment to think. Oh, that's not what I want. Okay. Angles. Nice. Okay. Okay. He's kind of a thin ass little bitch. If you want to know, I'm kind of angling them in order that they will be appearing. So, Aiki is facing the most that away. He is the highest pitch, and then Killy is facing that away. He is the lowest pitch, and they're kind of following suit. It's why I opted to have Shu end up being at a bit of an angle there, because Ruko is actually the middle of my harmony. My shittily done harmony. So, yeah. So he's going to be facing the most forward. We're also going to be changing Ruko's design the most. So Ruko is 90% female, 10% male. That's the lore. And I have both voice banks, and so what I want to do is I actually kind of want to pull a Rin and Len with Ruko and have my male voice bank be represented with just like a male character. Like I basically want to separate the 90 and 10% out of Ruko. Cause I'd also like to have them do duets with each other at points. Yes. Yes. Okay. Sorry. So yeah, I want them to kind of separate from the one body that they share. He kind of cute. Riseton? Yeah. I mean, they're all pretty cute, aren't they? Thin boy with his thin ass legs, and then that's got to be higher. There we go. There we go. There we go. Hang on. There we go. There we go. Okay. You just have to say there we go a lot. And then the art goes, "Oh, you're right. There we go." You can tell the parts that I'm confident with cuz this is how all artists work. The part that they're confident with. Slim, nice, easy to understand line art, like up here with the top. And then legs. Thick, rough, hard, difficult to see. Get a solid little hand in here. Or get a shitty fucking hand, apparently. Jesus. There we go. That's a fucking hand. Okay. Okay, and then this one I want to be like up. He'll be doing something with that hand, I'm sure. Okay, perfect. Awesome. You're all still around, right? You're all still here? Stream still going? Okay. I got lost in the zone. Got distracted by how much the It kind of smells like cat food now in the apartment. Alright. We're interpreting a lot with his hair again, since his hood is in the way. But I believe in us. Fuck. Okay. No, I don't want the nose to look like that. Okay. Complex ass hair. Alright. What's your favorite part about being an artist? Drawing hair that's detailed? Cool. My favorite part is, not that. That's swell. I don't mind drawing complex hair. It's just... It's better once I know how to draw someone's hair properly. You know what I'm saying? It's a me problem. It's not a his design problem. No one else is smiling, so we will avoid a smile. That's great. That's not where I want that mouth to be, though. Let's draw his eye while I'm here, so I know where I'm putting that. Because that's in the way. There we go. Now we're fucking thinking with portals. Alright. I've mentioned before that one of my favorite jokes is this what sex is like? to say while doing something taxing or complicated. And how badly I wish I could say that while I'm at work, and how much I super can't. But another of my favorite jokes is... I did it. Oh my... look, I did it. Do you love me now? Another one that I, boy howdy, really wish I could say at work. But I just don't think I can. This was early. This was, like, my first week. One of the managers was like, Twiins, basically, yada yada, are we gonna have this thing available that I had? Like, I was the reason why thing wasn't available. And I was like, I will do my best. And... yeah. And then they came back later, and I had obtained the thing. I made it available for them. And I just said, look, I did it. And they went, great, I knew you could. What I wanted to say was, look, I got the things, do you love me now? And boy, I just can't, I just couldn't. He's got eyes like that. Excellent. Kind of sad eyes. Awesome, cool, great. His complex ass head. Why do I always pronounce complex like that? With a hard calm. Forgot to set a timer, that's fine, I don't need it. They're all moody boys. Twiins, do you love me now? Never mind. Yeah. That's the thing, was my manager. And all the managers that interact with me are all male. So, like, I could do it maybe if it was one of, like, my female coworkers. Like, I've got a coworker who... That's the wrong boy. I've got a coworker who I interact with every now and then. And... if I said it to her, she'd probably think it was hilarious. But, yeah. The other ones, not so much. I don't think so. Not yet, at least. Eventually, they'll learn that I can't be contained. We're gonna try to capture the, shape of his jacket here. With a wide-brimmed sort of kind of shirt situation. We're getting this with the buckle on it. That's what we're doing. And he's going to have long sleeves. We're basically gonna co-opt the jacket into into a button-up shirt, like how we did with the others. So let's add that long sleeve now. You know what I think? I think designing school, like, accessorized school uniforms is fun. You know, like when you got a main character and their friend group, and so of course they don't just wear their uniforms right. They've always got to have some kind of accessory or some kind of thing going on. I think that's fun and neato. But you know what's even more fun is everyone just adhering to the school uniform. And instead, the fun part is what kind of socks does everyone wear? Because, I don't know, that shit's just fun for me. I want to know what length socks everyone has. I'm going to blame Ruby for kind of initiating that interest. Because that was kind of the only way the girls had accessorized their school uniforms was their sock length. And that's fine. Nice. Nice. Look at me. Fucking artist extraordinaire over here. Sucking my own dick. But yeah, I thought it was a lot of fun. So, currently, patrons can look at bonus comics that I've got going on for my Grim Magic Girls. And spoiler, the plot is effectively... It's basically, you know how Demon Slayer has its, like, kind of side adventure, what if they were in school kind of thing? It's that. It's literally that. Just the girls kind of bumming around in a school. It's a comedy little thing. Just a funny little bonus comic. And that's what I did. They're in uniforms. And they all wear the uniforms properly, with the exception of Gons, the Goose Girl. She has her necklace kind of attached to the little bow. I've got the uniforms have bows on them, little bow ties, and her necklace is part of her design, so she has broken the dress code technically. But that's besides the point. The important part was I the first and foremost thing I did was, okay, and now what kind of socks does everyone wear? Boy, I just blacked out and started jabberdrawing at you guys. What are you guys saying? PSA, the grim magic slice of life stuff she did is 10 out of 10, would highly recommend. It's really funny, if I do say so myself. And I'm planning on having that out this month, for real. I only have a couple more pages left to do, and I want to finish that up so I can really get going on my next comic. So, a fun game of friends. Who's the main character and who's the supporting friends? Yeah, that can be fun. I think that would be a hilarious thing to do for, like, Sword Art Online and other kind of shows like that. Because I feel like, unless you're familiar with anime tropes already, the protagonists in stuff like that tend to not quite stand out that much. I think it's easy to spot the protagonist in shows like Fullmetal Alchemist, where it's like, gee, I wonder, is the protagonist the kid with the unique outfit, or the giant suit of armor, or is it perhaps one of the fellas wearing a military uniform and whose hair is just black? They're like, listen, Mustang is still the deuteragonist, and he doesn't even look like a main character, so that's fine. But yeah, I think effectively shows where you're meant to identify with the main character a lot, kind of a self-insert sort of situation. I think those ones can be the most interesting to hear people's takes on who's the main, who's important and who's just support. Hang on, I'm focusing. I gotta color in this eye. He's got some real pretty eyelashes. I used to not draw eyelashes. Not ever. Not even on girls, even though that's like what media tells you to do, is that girls have eyelashes. And I just never did. And I don't know why. I was just like, no, I don't want to do that. Does his face look good? Hang on, let me flip him. A little long. I can make the chin better. And then just very suddenly I was like, fuck it. And then I drew some eyelashes and I was like, oh, this is so much better. And it was fun too. Yeah, now I'm worried I've just ruined. Hang on. How does the face work? Hang on. Twiins is gonna get quiet. Because she's focusing. I'm making the chin too big. That's my problem. No, that's terrible. Fuck! Oh no! I'll never be able to. I'm the worst artist. Oh man, I don't know what to do. I guess that's good enough. We just won't flip the canvas again, so I don't have to acknowledge it. Maybe just make the chin less sharp. Actually, like. I think that might have fixed it. There you go. Sometimes the solution is a simple one, and sometimes the solution is just to pretend like the problem isn't there. Which I'm going to say I've done both of those. I'm wondering if I want to kind of section off this bit to make it the gray part. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how I feel. What do you guys usually listen to while you do art? I usually listen to music. Sometimes I'll listen to long videos. Like video essays. Good old H-Bomber guy stuff. But, yeah, it's usually art, or usually music for me. Yeah, let me make this hand look more like a hand. So it's a little bit weird, kind of just working in silence with you guys. Silence. I'm picking up the slack where music would be. I've seen a couple of art streams now. I like to follow artists on Twitter, and sometimes they stream, and I'll check in with them. Sometimes they just go really slow, and that's fine. You know, nothing wrong. I'm not saying pick up the pace, but just like I don't know, it's tough to hold my attention like that. Moreover, they're just so quiet for most of it. You know, for being a stream, and I guess the art is coming first. The stream is coming second for them. You know, like they're working on like commissions and stuff. But yeah, I'm always just so like just surprised. Just surprised at a resounding silence. I'll check in on you guys. Get some water in me. RLM videos? I don't know who that is. Supporting character wears a hoodie. Main character dresses like they're going to prom on the first day of school. Long and yes, you do. Do I? Red Letter Media! That's the problem. I was like, who could that be? I'm sorry, I've embarrassed myself. I'm glad that the boys all look cohesive here, but they still look unique with their outfits. I'm not too surprised that, you know, I figured out a handful of different ways to draw effectively the same white button-down shirt, but they've ended up really really nice. I'm real dang proud of what I've done so far. Not done yet. I nearly am though. Just one more boy to go. But let's color in Reseton here. Him. Oops, I've done that for every single one of them. For every single one, I forgot that I had the fill bucket on fill in everything instead of just fill in stuff from the layer. His hair is pretty complex, so I'm not surprised that there's going to be a lot that I'll have to go in and fanoodle around with. I actually want his mouth to be open, and we'll represent that with the black color. So let's get that happening. Nice. Okay. Let's go back in with our white in places. Fix that up. Cool, great. Alright. And black pants. Everyone wears black pants. Of course. I need my gray. Great. Good joke. Thanks, self. And his hair is not connected to anything. Alright, alright. That's a flamin' hot tip from Twiins. Is, sometimes just fuck it with the line art. Just do it with the color. Sometimes that's just easier, and who cares? Other times it's like, no, I need to have some line art there. But other times it's just not worth it. There are no rules. There will never be rules. Rules are for squares, like pants. And his eye will also be the gray color. No, fucking idiot. That's the whole point. His eye is actually in color. But his is gonna be, this pale yellow that he's got on him. Nice. And his pupil's gonna be white, because his pupils are actually white. Which is pretty cool. Superfly. Looking good. Swell. Alright, let's add some shading. Add it to the nose, and a little bit to this, where the hair hides his face. Convey a little bit of depth over here. Nice. Sorry, I was focusing again. Normal art streams from real artists, them in silence until somebody donates. Me, a fake artist. Oh, whoops, sorry, I stopped talking for 3 seconds. In case you're wondering, I basically exclusively use the G pen for everything. I change the anti-aliasing if I'm using, depending on if I'm doing line art or not. But yeah, G pen all the way for me. Get his little hair here. Okay. Looking good. Let's color in his eye. And move on to the final fella. Perfect. Look at how nice he looks. He's a good boy right there. Hell yeah. Alright. I guess I'll see what you guys are saying. Mouth open so he can do the hot breathing. I actually thought of him more as him going. Shit. It's the wrong thing. Folder. Alright. I'm actually working on another cover with Rosette on right now. That's really exciting. So, if you want to know, that one's Airhead. I like Airhead. What a stupid fucking thing to say. I like Airhead. I like making art. Yeah, we'll use Shu as our kind of base size this time. Okay. Final boy. Alright, let's make this head not look fucking crazy. There we go. Okay. Drawing the collarbones helps, in my opinion, to kind of make sure everything looks right. I say as I fuck up like 3 times. I don't think I want him facing straight, like, his body straight on like that, actually. Oh, I've got an idea. Okay, okay. Angled slightly. He's looking up. Looking up at us. At his future. Scoot him over, because we're going to be doing a thing. Are we going to be doing a thing? Or is he just going to stand dramatically? Yeah, okay. He's at kind of a weird angle. I'll rotate him. How do y'all feel about... This looks awful. Hang on. How do y'all feel about, pens? Like, tablets and pens? That, are designed to make, like, noises. Like, ASMR ones. I don't like them. Hearing, like... crunchy ass noises while you're doing art, I feel like that would concern me. I'd be like, is it broken? Is something wrong? What's wrong? Okay. I got this, it's fine. That's a lot of crotch I just gave him. Yeah, I'm focusing. Unless I'm trying to. Jesus. What'd you say? We'll take a break. Look at you guys. Sounds unnecessary. Don't mind it. Huh. I feel like I would be like, it's breaking. That's my problem. I'd be worried it's like, oh, is that the sound of something scratching? Even though I would know that's the point of it. What I do mind is having to draw while looking up at the screen. Can't do that. Yeah, I never had a tablet like that. I never was given one any, or rather, I think I was, but I don't think it worked. I think Allison may have given us that as well. Sorry, there we go. Yes. Aiki's size continues to be a major pain. But whatever. Just like kind of down. Yeah, but that always seemed impossible to me as well. Is having like one of those tablets where you're looking down or where there's no on-screen display, basically is what you're saying. And yeah, I agree. What a nightmare, an absolute nightmare. It'd be way too hard to get in the zone. And I've seen plenty of people do it, obviously. But it couldn't work for me. Okay, and then one nice boring pose to round us off. Sometimes you need a simple one. Hang on, let me just really quick kind of look at all of them. There's Aiki, Kelly, Shu. They definitely get smaller. Shit. Fuck. Piss. Well, whatever, I guess. Guess I'll just go die. I'll handle that, I'm sure. I have to. Let's save. File save. Okay, now time to basically completely redesign Ruko here. We're gonna keep long hair. I think we're just gonna have it down though. And we're gonna keep the heterochromia as well, but one of their eyes is gonna be closed. Ruko's gonna be represented with red, not the blue, because since in canon they are 90% female, there's so much blue on them that implies to me that blue represents the female kind of voice bank. So yeah, which I think is fun and neato, because you know blue is the traditionally boy color and pink is the girl color. Um, Flowing hair, exciting hair. Yes. Yes. Okay. But yeah, that's just fun. Just fun for me, having it kind of be reversed in that way. Handsome. All right. Nice. Okay. Uh. Ooh. Do I want them in like a tank top thing? I don't think so. No. Yeah. I don't think so. In fact, I think we're gonna maybe give them long sleeves as well to kind of vibe with these long sleeves they have. Yeah, yeah. Oh Jesus, I hate when that happens. A dramatic face right there. I've also technically I refer to the male and female voice banks by their first and last names. So it's like Yokane Ruko, I believe, is their full name. Which one's the red one? Whoops. Okay. Uh so I think on a technicality, this is Yokane instead of Ruko, cuz that's how I chose to do it, but no one really cares. It doesn't really matter. Hang on. I might have too much forehead here. I do. I do have a lot of forehead. I got quiet again. Hang on, I'm thinking. Does that look good? Does that look bad? Looks a little lopsided. Ooh, shit. I think that looks okay. It's a lot of forehead. Let's move something down. Kinda. Give me that. Kinda whoop, whoop, whoop. There we go. How do we feel? What are we thinking? What do you mean 90% female? It's just what the wiki says. I don't know how it works. That's just the percentage they gave. I don't know if they even thought about it too much. But that's just what they say. Alright. Okay. I think we're doing fine. Doing fine enough. Is your shirt tucked in? Your shirt's kind of short, but we're rolling with kind of a look here. So yeah, we will go with a full length shirt and yeah, tuck it in. Kind of high-waisted ish pants. I do like the one gloved look. I think we'll roll with that. I think it's cute. Because Ruko's got one glove. The man's hand, I suppose. I don't know. Because that's, or, you know, something like that. This is a lot of crotch. That's a lot of crotch. Let's maybe chill out with the crotch a little bit. Let's maybe make it just... There we go. Just a normal amount of crotch. We'll add a belt. Somebody can get a belt. Nobody ended up getting the suspenders. That's fine. No harm, no foul. How does this look? Hang on. Let me... It's still kind of a lot of crotch, but that's fine. You could just be a well-endowed fella. There we go. Yeah, that could be like that. That's pretty. Okay. Oh, dang it all. I just had to have the rough sketch be really, really loose and shit. Alright, alright. And then your hand. Is that right? Why am I struggling so much with... Fuck! Nothing looks right! Shit! It's all bad! Why didn't anybody tell me? You're all just letting me fuck around, being bad at art? How is it that the most simple pose is the one that I'm struggling with the most somehow? That's alright. That's fine. It's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. Everyone shut up. This is how long it takes. Just 2 hours of doing art, and that's when the breakdown begins. Let me look at their boots. Okay. Yeah, they're also getting pants. That knee is wrong. That knee is not facing forward. There we go. Okay. And then some cool footwear. It seems like everyone went away. Chad was pretty poppin' earlier, and now it just seems to be Cereza and Allison who's stuck around this long. That's fine. Whatever. Just a fun observation I've made. Take a 1 minute break. Refresh your brain. You're right. You're right. I'll look away. Time for a stretch. Hang on. You lift your shoulders up. You tense them and you lift them up as high as you can. And then you let them relax. You pull your head to one side. Don't hurt yourself. Pull your head to the other side. Then let your head fall forward, so it's like against your chest. Then you rotate it around clockwise. And then when you're back to the front, you go the other way. Counterclockwise. And then you just stretch your arms out, up above your head. Make sure the blood's all circulating properly. Make sure your fingers aren't going numb. I've become so numb. Alright, we're back. Whoa. Whoa, howdy. I'm naturally quiet, that's fine. I'm still just listening. That's alright, that's alright. And then you snap it. Okay, how do we feel? How do we feel? Shit. Fuck, dude. Hot fucking shit. Oh man, oh man. Oh man, oh man. Oh man. That's fine. That's what we flip the canvas for. Okay, well that's one problem done. Shit, dude. It's like his whole left side is slagging off. Alright, alright, alright. Let's fix this. Okay, that does look better already. Hang on. This eye is also mighty far away. Nothing quite like flipping your canvas and being met with a nightmare. Having you question if you were ever actually good at art. This is why I like working digitally, though, because I can grab pieces and rotate them without having to redraw them. It does sound lazy, but like, it's like I already drew it once. I just don't want to have to draw it again. Oh, whoops. That's not the eraser. Okay. Looking much better. Doesn't look like he's melting anymore. This shoulder's kind of high. Let's make that. Why are your shoulders so fucking tense? Why are you acting like you got bills to pay? There we go. And then we'll kind of... Alright. Alright, that's an option. Twiins turns her head like an owl. Okay, I think we fixed him. Jesus. I still don't know what I'm gonna do about the fact that two of the boys are way bigger than the others. We'll handle that at another time, though. That's for future twins to deal with. Let's do the line art. We're also gonna kind of change up these bangs a little bit. We're gonna make them longer. When in doubt, just hide all the bad parts under hair. My next character just looks like Cousin It. Like, like here I am. It's me. Do you all know who Cousin It is? Are you all familiar with the Addams Family? I can't know with the younglings these days. Can't take anything for granted. Because sometimes kids will be like, obviously we know about Thing from the past. But other times where you're like, obviously you would know about Thing from the past, right? And then they'll be like, no, I've never heard of that before, Grandma. And then they beat you up. Hang on. The nose is like not centered. There we go. You have to be at least a little bit familiar with Cousin It and or at least the Addams Family because there was a really popular Wednesday show. You know what the problem is? His eye's too big. The problem, as if that was the only one. We're gonna just kind of. There we go. To be fair, it's with every generation like that. It's true. You're not wrong. I'm sure they know. Cousin It the walking hairball who uses hair products. Good, perfect. You all know. Yeah, that is the thing, isn't it? Sometimes, and what's funny is I've got like older coworkers and stuff who assume I don't know anything about the past, and I'm not that young. I think I might just look younger than I am. But yeah, they'll be like thing, like Breakfast Club. And I'm like, yeah, I know about the Breakfast Club. And they'll be like, what? And it's like, bro, you're not that much older than me. Welcome, by the way. Man-we. I like your name. You're seeing the boy I've struggled with the most here. To give you a look at maybe when I'm not struggling so much. You know, we got this boy. And also we got this boy. And that boy. And this boy. Nice. Oh shit, that's the wrong sketch. Okay, there we go. But yeah, I struggled with this one. If you, I'm drawing Utaus, which are like free Vocaloids, if you don't know. Because most people don't. So thanks for stopping on by. I appreciate it. Add that. Okay, cool. You know what's kind of like a meme that I'm glad sort of ended up dying out finally? Only 90s kids remembers. Because it's like, no one cares. Only 90s kids remembers Pogs. And also, no, it's not true. Congratulations with your plastics that we flung at each other. Actually, we never had Pogs growing up personally, but that's fine. Honestly, I think Pogs were more of an 80s thing, or I don't know. Maybe they just weren't in my area. '90s are overrated. I don't know. There was a lot happened in the '90s. I don't know Breakfast Club other than the reference, like that one episode of Victorious. I don't know Victorious. Wow, Cereza, I've never felt further away from you in age. I've seen Breakfast Club, and it was fine. I think a remake could be a lot of fun if they kind of zhuzhed up the plot a little bit. It could be real flippin' neato. Also, if the characters weren't obviously being played by 30-year-olds. All I know about the Breakfast Club is that I think that's the one reference in Pitch Perfect. It is, yeah. The end of Breakfast Club is where like she cries watching the movie. And I don't know what the fuck she's crying about. It's not like it's a fine movie, not my favorite by any means, but uh like there's just nothing to cry about. And what's hilarious is since Pitch Perfect was super popular, I remember one time. Actually, this is a story via Critter. But she detailed to me how it was like in art they would watch TV, like watch movies sometimes while in class. And a bunch of girls were like, "Let's do Breakfast Club," because they liked Pitch Perfect, and you know it's such an important part of Pitch Perfect. And and so then they get to like the end of the movie, and like they're obviously not crying. Like they spent the whole time being kind of bored, cause yeah, it's a fine movie, but certainly not as hyped up as Anna Kendrick's character would have you believe. That hand is terrible. Let me fix that hand. Let me at least hide that hand better. There we go. Yeah, that's good enough. No one will see that hand, hopefully. It is a pretty good song, though, the one that they sing. So, it is what it is. After all these years, I've had a very tumultuous relationship with Pitch Perfect. I went from thinking it was pretty fly to thinking it was trash, to now I think it's still kind of trash, but in a fun way. At least the first one was pretty funny. I don't think I've ever actually seen the others. But obviously the best part, and the reason why I liked it to begin with, is I just like music. I liked watching them sing. Oh man. Okay, cool. I struggled with you a lot, Ruko, but we're good. Is it worth watching? Because I've never seen it. Oh, Pitch Perfect? It's like, yeah, sure, it's worth watching. You could watch it once. Pitch Perfect ain't bad, ain't too bad. Breakfast Club, I mean, I guess it's nice to see, so you kind of know all the references from it, but you can also live without watching, Breakfast Club in your life. Maybe just like a best of compilation or something. That could be all right. Like best scenes from Breakfast Club. Sorry, I was looking at his hand. That's why I got quiet. I was thinking. This is another one where I want his mouth to be open, so I'll go in with the darker color. Though I think we'll make no one's gonna see it, but we'll make that. That's wrong. Our gray. So let's grab black. Look at how pretty this hair is. So pretty. My natural inclination is, if I'm gonna have a boy with long hair, is to put it in a ponytail. But I decided, I was like, no, let's have a fella with his hair just down with the long hair. And it's really swell. Happy with the decision I made. No matter how much I struggled with drawing him. Go into the corners, make sure those look right. Nice. Alright. And then pants. The belt is also black. And the shoes. Cool. And we'll be adding the blue stripe as well, but it'll just be in gray. Have you seen the Rocky Horror Picture Show? I've only seen like the first handful of minutes. I've seen up to the time machine. Is that what it's called? Let's do the time warp, I think is what it's called. That song. I've seen up till then. Um, so I guess technically not really. Whoops. That is clearly open. Alright, alright. I've heard good things about it. I'm sure I'd like it plenty if I watched Rocky Horror Picture Show. Even though Meatloaf's in it, and I feel like memory has it that Meatloaf is not awesome as a person, but I don't want to say that with confidence because I can't remember. I can't remember what he did. That has me thinking. I feel like Meatloaf's not awesome, but so just right there. Okay, double checking. Okay. I guess I gotta color this in by hand. Very cool. Big main character energy, but I feel like all of them have really had that. Hang on, hang on. No, no, I do want that to be like that. Okay, alright, alright. And now to get his eye. Wow. Nice. Cool. Cool. So cool I said cool twice. Great, cool. Now we'll add some shading. I don't know if the song will be any good. I don't know if anyone will care. But at least these pictures are pretty alright. Despite the struggles, I think we can be proud of what we did today. Nope, nope, I'm not shading the black part because no one will see it. There's no point. Okay. Sorry, I got quiet again. It's always just because I'm focusing. Does anybody have any fun plans for the weekend? There's a part of me that thinks I should do more than just play Breath of the Wild. Or Tears of the Kingdom, rather. But I don't know. Tears of the Kingdom's pretty good. I almost did a whole second dungeon in it, and then it was actually kind of difficult fighting the enemies, and so I ran away with the idea of, well, I'll boost up like my armor at a fairy fountain. But that swiftly became lost in doing 700 different side quests. Oh, and I had to go get myself a fun little outfit. Because Allison found an outfit and I was like, oh my gosh, I need that shirt. It's the miner's shirt. If you want to know what kind of look Twiins is rocking in Tears of the Kingdom. Let's hide that and some more shading. When in doubt, just make shading more intense. Alright. Great. Okay, hang on. Let me add a little bit more, kind of... Looking great. Looking real swell. Wow, okay, cool. And now I just need to make his eye kind of special looking, and then we're all done. Nice. And there we have it. An anime boy. A whole collection of them. Oh, piss and poo. Alright, there we go. Okay. Wow. Wowee. So dramatic and cool. This was a lot of fun. Oh my gosh, I had a lot of fun doing all this with you guys. Again, I'm like, how come I didn't do an art stream earlier? I was so nervous about being so far away from the mic. And how I was like, how am I gonna be able to see my art and the screen? And just stupid. That's what I am. Just a Dumbo Plumbo. This was swell. I'm glad you all showed up. Showed up to listen to me jabberjaw. And fuck up. Fuck up in like 7 different ways. Gotta mentally prepare for working at another job I transferred to. Oof. Well, I hope it's fun. I know it can be scary transferring, so hopefully it all is like, well, this is great. I like the style. It reminds me a lot of manhwas that you've been reading lately. That is such a compliment. Thank you. Yeah, this one especially has a very it's Chinese, isn't it? Chinese comic kind of vibe, especially. The others are a little bit more kind of JP feeling, but this one is pretty cool and special in his own way. I ate too much mac and cheese. Allison, no. You're a fool. Manhwas are Chinese. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. Oh, those words are so similar. How do you pronounce the first one? We got Moichiro at home. Moichiro at home. Yeah. So yeah, what's the difference in pronunciation between the Chinese version and the Korean version? Because I want to make sure I pronounce them at least nominally correctly in the future. Honestly, I don't know how to write it phonetically. That's fine. I'll Google it. Google Translate exists, and she can speak the words at me. So. But thank you. Thank you for trying, at least. But yeah, thanks everyone for showing up. I had a grand old time. Eventually I'll make a whole ass song and music video, and then in like fucking a year or something, everyone will be able to see it. And if you want to see it before then, you can jump on over to Patreon. I suppose. If and you want to. Watch manhwa and manhwa have no difference. Alright. I'm gonna go eat dinner, and figure out how the tiddlywinks I handle, 2 of the boys being bigger than the other boys. Adios. Drink your water, eat your vegetables, make smart choices. I'll see you on the flip side. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Goodbye. I'm leaving now. What's happening?